at Clement's Homebrew with another beer review. And notice we got dressed nice for today's beer review.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, look at me.
We have
I'm shaved.
High hopes.
Hey, baby.
We have high hopes.
That's for the ladies out there.
Today we have the 18th anniversary Woodaged double IPA by Great Divide Brewing Company. And I'm hoping we don't overexpect. You know, we've had some great things. We love the Yeti from there. They have some wonderful products there out of Denver, Colorado. So,
by the way, this might be the start of IPA week. I don't know.
We kind of have started this. We got this IPA thing we're going through at the moment.
And, you know, we hadn't been, well, servicing my needs for IPAs enough. And we had a few in the fridge, and you're like, you know what?
I have some amazing
IPAs.
stouts waiting, but
oh man,
we're gonna do
there's
some
gonna be
IPAs.
Stout week, and then there's gonna be Christian needs to buy more fantastic beer week. I mean,
I actually picked up some Parabola from, of course, you know, Firestone Walker. That's out there. So, but today it's all about our 18th anniversary Woodaged double IPA.
18th anniversary by Great Divide Brewing in Denver, Colorado. By the way, Oregon's not the only great place for brewing beer. Denver's coming up. Montana's fantastic, by the way.
I wish I could get more of the Michigan beers. If anyone wants to trade, I really want some of those Michigan beers.
Yeah, I could definitely do for some more East Coast beers. I mean, I really need to try it. I might have a few at home that I didn't bring over here. You know, for myself to enjoy.
Don't ask, don't tell. All right.
So
here we go. I'm not telling. So ABVs on this is 10%, and the only disappointment is I kind of went hunting so I could share with you what the IBUs were. I couldn't find it on Great Divide. I couldn't find it on any other rating places. So
it's an American double.
But
apparently.
this is a really wow. That's what I call a copper. Kind of light, maybe a little bit of brown to copper color in there.
This looks
much
more
darker
like
than I might have expected.
Like an amber ale to me. I don't know.
It's kind of like a off-white bone color head, not quite beige.
I mean,
and it's half-fingered the fingerhead.
I would go with bone.
Yeah,
I'd go with bone.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, I like the swirl. Oh yeah, it comes down real nicely on the side.
Yeah. Oh, definitely getting some floral hops in there.
Yeah, get some of the sweet floral.
Sweet.
It's not really strong scent. It's kind of creamy.
Yeah.
Almost. You know, it might be vanilla I'm getting. You know, this was barrel aged, so.
That's true.
That would make sense for that kind of creamy scent coming off. A little bit of vanilla almost off of this. Well, it's not as hoppy or citrusy as I would have expected.
You know what? I think the barrel was Japanese maple. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That'd be kind of funny,
I'm not getting the amount of hops. I get a little bit of floral scent.
Yeah, I'm not getting that bitter hop. I'm only getting floral hops. It's very sweet, and it's not very powerful.
Yeah, a little bit of malt, more of that cream, more of a cream vanilla scent is what I'm getting off this.
But from the smell right now, you're thinking more of an ale.
It's funny. One of our last reviews. I know one of the reviews we did recently. We've talked about some that were supposed to be standard IPAs and they taste like doubles. Right now, from scent, this is a double IPA that smells like a single.
Yeah, it kind of smells like a single. All right, cheers to this. Let's drink it. This is dark.
Oh, right off the top, this is very sweet. This has,
whoa,
but it's a different kind of sweet.
Whoa,
it's a different type of sweet.
You know what makes me think of? It makes me think of some of the, it's more of the style that Firestone Walker goes for.
You're right.
In IPAs.
Yeah.
And you know how I like Firestone Walker.
This has definitely has some caramel flavors, a little bit of cream flavor. You got a little bit of the vanilla from the oak. This is definitely not an overpowering. I was expecting some overpowering double IPA. I'm not getting that at all. For the non-hop head, actually, I am liking this.
Yeah, but like they say double IPA, and this is an IPA.
It was an ultra disappointment for you. I get it on the back end. I get a bit, but not a lot.
Oh, by the way, this is fantastic because it's got sweetness, but it's got hoppiness, and it's got a smooth, creamy feel to it. But it's got the carbonation. I'm really digging this beer.
I'm actually really liking this one. I'm not used to getting vanilla flavors off of an IPA, let alone something called a double IPA.
You know, this is what I would call a brunette with the attitude of a redhead. And you know you like that because it gets crazy once in a while, but a little sweet. Yeah, now I'm thinking about.
There's almost.
My mind wandered off for a second.
There's almost there's this malt. There's a lot of malt. This has lots of malt and almost some biscuitiness. It kind of comes off. It's almost like a medium body, but it kind of dries out at the end. So it's a dry finish. It's very smooth.
It's smooth, but then it dries out, which is that IPA taste that you get.
And then it leaves that bitterness at the end.
It leaves a bitterness, but it's not very strong. And this is why I say right now, why did you call it a double IPA?
And they don't give the IBUs. They don't tell what they've got in there in terms of the hops.
And the thing is, it's 10% ABV, which is hidden within the taste of this beer because you wouldn't know it's 10% ABV.
But the alcohol is pretty well hidden. I think you might get a hint of it, but not so much so. It's actually very smooth, very creamy. You get nice vanilla notes. Maybe a little woodiness off that. I don't get lots of citrus and things that I might have expected.
You definitely get the barrel taste to it.
But I get the bitterness at the end. Almost a resin at the end sits on you.
Yeah. I mean, definitely have some pine in there. I would call it a sweet orange, actually, instead of like a more citrus taste. You're not going to get that citrus in there because there's so much pine. You're not getting the citrus, but you get the sweet taste of a citrus. So it's like
makes me wonder if they had like an Amarillo in there or something to get that a little bit of orange tangerine type flavors.
Yeah, that's where I was going, like tangerine, but I didn't really want to say tangerine because it's kind of insulting to an IPA.
It's not much. There's not much of it. It's just I think it blends in with the caramel flavors.
Oh man,
and you can kind of taste it. All right, we're going to enjoy this just a little bit more, and we're going to come back and we're going to give you our final results. Well, here we're coming back with our final thoughts on this, which for me they're very good. And so I'm going to start off. This is really tough because I'm going to be really. I've got to rate it for the style that they said this was, and they called this a double IPA.
You do. You have to rate it for the style. Which I don't think some people
This is not a double IPA. If you're going to be honest and rate this like as a double IPA, you cannot rate it highly. We're going to counterbalance that with our overall on what I actually think of the beer. But
wait, who said?
Well, I will. And so as a double IPA, I would be sorely disappointed if I was an ultra hop head and I got this thinking I was going to get a high IBUs. Barrel aged, I would just be stoked. And so on that basis, it's still
an
a really
anniversary
good beer.
ale,
It's an
okay?
anniversary ale. And you're looking for
Anniversary
double IPA.
double IPA.
I'm going to give it, based on IPA, double IPA, I'm going to give it an 87. You know, there's a good amount of hops, but there's just, it's not there. It didn't make it. If they'd called this an IPA, I would rate it much higher.
Yeah, guaranteed. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, for me, being hophead, it was very disappointing. I mean, the IBUs might be there, but they didn't tell me how many there were.
Or they masked it.
And it was masked.
Possibly.
But that's the thing, is because with all the sweetness, the tones and everything, with the barrel age, I'm going to give it an 86. I'm sorry, Great Divide. I really am.
And we're a fan of yours. We really are.
You guys have good beers. So here's the thing. I'm just going to throw it out there. I felt bad for what I said. The 86 is going to stay as a double IPA. But as a beer in general, I give it a 94. I mean, I really, really like this beer. And it's in that category that I've always had with Firestone Walker. By gosh, Great Divide Brewing, you guys hit just an excellent beer with this. This is awesome.
But boy, with the oak, you know,
So good.
barrel and what they did with this, I really truly like this beer, and I'm giving this for overall a 93.
Fantastic
Great
beer.
beer.
Congrats.
Great beer.
People, try this. If you like IPAs,
If you like
go
barrel
get
aged
it.
products,
Yeah, go get it.
Cheers to that.
It's got flavor that I love.
well, here we are, Clement's Homebrew. This is another great beer review, I think, at least for enjoyment purposes on our part.
Oh yes.
We say cheers, salute. He polished this off, and we'll catch you next time. Later.
I want more. I'll see you guys later.